Hi, welcome to the .NET Core Blazor series. In the previous video, I was created the generic repository and do some implementation and inject the client factory and local storage service to get the token. So in this video, I am going to extend the remaining uh, methods of the product API. So I was implemented the create method. So in this method, I am getting the URL and the entity as a parameter, and then serialize it, and then pass the assign it the requested content. So after that, I uh, write the logic to generate token to get various tokens. So in this method, I have created separate method to read the token. And now in this method, I write the logic to read the token from the local storage service. So as you can see that if I go to the create post method of the product, so I have mentioned that the authorize and the role will be the administrator. So only way we can get the authorization and roles administrator through the beta tokens. So when user log into the system, so I have add all these information in the token. So and after create method, I have to implement the delete get all update method one by one. So just move to the delete method, and if I go to the product endpoint, and you can see that the here is the our delete method, and it has its same authentication authorization rules. So the only difference is that it is accepting the ID as a parameter, and here by mistake I have used the entity. So I need to modify this. Just go to the base repository and change it here int ID. So move to the base repository implementation and change it here int ID. So here I have to copy all of the code, this, and now I will modify this. So as you can see that here is the ID must be greater than 0. If ID is less than equal to 0, less than equal to 0, then it will return the false. I have to add async, synchronize, and I don't need this. And here in this URL, I have to pass the ID. So just copy this and add plus icon and append URL with the ID. So this will be the method delete, and after that I have created the create client and pass the token as a default request header. So I have sent the request, and here it will return the no content. So because we are doing the delete operation, so it will return the if status code is equal to status code are not found, not it will be no content, content. So next thing is to get all. So copy all of the code this and paste it here. I have to do some modification, convert it into the async, and remove the ID from the URL and convert it into to the get method. So It will be same like as above, and I need to do uh, some changes in the status in the REST request. It will be okay, and I have to a variable or content equal to await, and HTTP response. Okay, so it is this. I was I have already created the object for that content dot read as string async. So I have read the content here, which is coming from the response, and now I have converted this content into the ilist object. So just type return and JSON convert dot deserialize object, and it will accept ilist. Okay, and what will be the deserialize content? So I have typed the wrong spelling. So here I have sent the request, and after the request I have alerted it. Everything okay. It contains the result, and then I have read the content which is coming from the response of the get API. So after that, I have deserialized content, and which is the return type is the ilist. So which it will convert content into the object which we will provide. So it will turn up here. If a status code is not matched and nothing found, so it will return the null instead of the list. So just move again forward, and I have to do, yeah, I have to do same mistake like delete, and I have to add ID here. So just copy this, paste it here, and move to here, change the ID. So just copy all of the code and paste here. So I have to change the name. Method will be the put, and it will return the, if I less than equal to 0, so it will return the return false. So this content will be same like the create. So just copy that and paste it here. Request.content will be the which is coming from, and here is the ID, here is bearer token, and it will be the return the no content, and then return true, and after that I return false. So we have implemented all the methods. I think I have missed one method here, so just go there. Okay, I have missed this one. Just go to the there, and copy this. No, copy this. Here, and I get by ID, and it will return the T object. So just move there and implement this. As you can see here is this, and just copy the this get our code and paste it here. And what is the response? HTTP get. So convert with async. HTTP get. You I append the ID. So it's taking only the simple object of t. I don't need this, and the get by id is implemented successfully. So in this video I have implemented all the base repository interface class methods. So this is the default configuration for our all repository. If we have to create product repository, if we have to create any other repository, so we will simply call this repository and pass the object. So we don't need to repeat code again and again. So thanks for watching the video. Uh, in the next video, we will create the product repository and do implementation. We will create the product interface and do implementation for the of the product repository. So if you have any question, you can put your question in the comment box.